Anyway. So it looks like my greenhouse here got a little tattered during this last windstorm. It is now a open structure. Not a problem though. Right over the plants. Perhaps they were calling for it. They're like, send us water. So it's a little. And God bless it, there it is. So this is a greenhouse I've been soil treating since July 2012 or 2011, I don't know, one of those years. And after seeing Elaine Ingham's workshop, maybe it's 2012, yeah, started turning compost piles in here, as well as working on the microorganisms. And now, when you approach the soil here, it's, let me focus it for you. It's a nice, good aggregate structure. And also, I haven't irrigated in here for over a week. And last time I irrigated was just a little bit, and you see this microorganism growth here. And yeah, so the banana mulch is holding the moisture down alright. Not the best. In some areas it's more moist than others. It's pretty parched under here. Could use some moisture, but watch this with the soil here. This is the crucial part. It's pretty easy for me to jam my fist down there, my fingers down in it. You know, some effort still, but definitely loosening up, aerating the soil. You'll see there's moisture down below in that substrata there. The substrata, see how there's moisture down below, and I just jam my hand down there. So that's where the roots of those plants are going, and there is moisture down there because that's from the microorganisms which are starting to colonize this area, and ample amounts of biochar here which help as to act as water pumps for the fungus, and also as it gets mixed into the soil aggregate helps as water storage areas and capacities. But this biochar mixed with the microorganisms, it's a match made in earth on heaven. Something like that. And the banana is really good for keeping beneficial microbes here. You can see it in the they're just a little dry right now. I think if I add some moisture to this, it'll kick off and do its thing again. But there is again moisture down below, so I don't have to worry about really irrigating for the plants, other than that, you know, they'd grow a bit faster with more water. But I don't want to over irrigate and drown my things or collapse their work in here. So just a little light sprinkling of water here for maybe turn the sprinkler on for about 10 minutes. And if I do that, you know, every other couple days maybe, I could probably get a little better production out of here, and more things would start to sprout that I want, like this bok choy that just came up, and there's broccoli in here, I know it, and all kinds of good seeds that'll start to pop up if I irrigate more. So, oh, there we go. So it's probably best to irrigate maybe in the evening, or not just midday like I'm doing, but you know, I'm here now, be here now, remember. Look at this damage over here. In fact, let's not call it damage, let's call it a portal. Portal. Those peppers in there, oh my god, those look nice. Oh, so I want to call your attention to my mom's kind, beautiful peppers here. Oh my god, look at that. Oh. All naturally farmed. I think my mom uses worm juice. I don't know. Jennifer's secret mix. But look at those peppers. Oh my god. Ideally we'd have dozens of those, but maybe it's time to irrigate. Yeah. Nice cilantro back in there. Tomatoes look pretty weak sauce. They were banging in here when we had chickens and manure and wood chips, and the tomatoes went off, but now they seem to be a bit like tired and yeah, not wanting to produce very much. So these peppers, yee, peppers. There's another one. Oh, two more. Cool. God bless. Thank you, pepper tree. This one. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, peppers. Look at these. This. There you go. So this is sort of the original inspiration for a Growbot, except for this is a top-down watering system done with a hose, yeah? But underneath here, you can see it protruding off the edges here, this chicken wire. Right here, this chicken wire. And this runs underneath the bottom of this 2x4 frame here, which then has just the soil just sits in there and doesn't fall through. I mean, it does sometimes, obviously, like it did over here. It does fall through sometimes. But usually it just sits in there, and then that way the roots don't, you know, they'll pop through like that and be fine. And but I think I can run water pipes underneath this with a wick and have it pull up water through the bottom wicks. Leave it open to the bottom like that and make these instead of, what is that, 2.5 inches, make them, or 3, I don't know, whatever, 2x4 is 3.5 inches, make them about, I don't know, a shipping container in depth and a shipping container in length, and see if that works. We're on the Oregon Trail and the rations are set to meager, and all we have left is this Safe Choice Babylon horse food with mites in it that I got at Dell's for a discount price, but it has the 14% protein and 7% fat, which is like important for the animals, and so I need to feed them some of that, and then like cassava or banana stumps or something to like fodder them up, like fiber them through, and some lean times on the farm right now. You see this field behind me? It's about to be pig food for these guys, these girls actually, that girl right there. But you know, that's one of the things about farming, man. You can go to the store and get food today, but if I need to grow it all for myself, then I need to think ahead, because these guys do need food every day, you know, preferably. Unless you're on vacation, then you could graze them out there, which I should really get a better grazing system out there. See that beyond me? Said cows use that, but if I planted that with a permaculture forest and cut swales into it and made it really kind, then I could just run the pigs out there and go on a little vacay myself, and these girls would be just fine. So that's what we'll use this tractor for, to mulch that field behind me onto this field right behind there. And while I'm in selfie mode, that's the thing I'm talking about, is like America and being selfish. And if you're just one guy, you gotta utilize something like this and put diesel in it to do work, because oh my god, my neck's so sore, and we just tilled just that field right there. So, you know, like, many hands, it's called La Lima. Many hands make light work, you know. Lao plant, Lima hand. So, or finger, maybe 5 fingers, I don't know. Lima. But anyway, many hands makes light work. So if you're just sitting around kicking back, like enjoying life, hey man, pick up one of these tools. Maybe not that snow shovel, because that's for turning IMO, which is kind of advanced. So, but pick up maybe one of these tools here. This is a digging fork here, made in Japan. Really cool. Pulls out grass really well. Does a lot of good digging for you. So yeah, or you can watch more farmLife, or you know, subscribe, click like, share on your Facebooks, you know, get the word out, start farming, be the revolutionary. Yeah, I'm gonna go burn diesel. Hunting too. Here is some farm juiciness. Look at that. Sausage is so pregnant. Look at that. Look at that. Pregnant pig. Oh, my pregnant pig. Sausage. Are you going to produce Vienna? Yes. Yes. Oh. It's your baby, buddy. All of them. Yep. From those right there to that right there. Farm life. So I plowed an experimental line down this field that I had tried to do some natural farming on. Tried some IMO and some teas up here, some compost, but nothing too serious, and never really fed it, and kind of let the grass take over. Didn't really remove it from the pathways, and eventually it came back in. This is what it results in. But I don't know if you can tell if my soil profile's any improved here at all. Kind of a plow mark here. That's what the plow picked up over the top. Let's get here into the soil. Right here up under the grass, that's what it looks like. So, you know, somewhat good aggregate structure. You know, moisture. Pokey bushes. You know, still pretty hard. Definitely no frickin' penetration. Look at that. Not like my greenhouse you saw. Like, I can't get my finger in there at all. The plow barely went through it. I mean, the plow is diesel. Look at this maggot. The maggot gets through it. But yeah, this is really, you know, what we're working with. Compacted dead, no aggregate, all bacteria, if any biology, anaerobic. Rust. Watery rust. So, IMOs down this line, terrace that like this. I'm going to mow all this tall grass right now with this mower and try to mulch it onto this field. Cool beans. Yep. Well, bit of diesel power later. Here we go. Entire field mowed, flat, cutting to grass like this. That just now needs to be collected, you know, from all over here. So collect all that up, throw it all over here, throw some buckwheat in, then come back, terrace this place too, although it looks relatively level here. But I want to show you the difference between terracing here and what these clowns are doing right up here, where this is the difference between farming and rape. So this is a sweet potato field just above my property here, by my neighbors, and look at this. So they didn't go with the swale at all there. So the last rainstorm that came through that dumped 10 inches overnight took all of that soil. Not all, it took a ton of that soil right down this swale that naturally, this swale right here naturally that comes down here. You see that little depression there? And this is like a, you know, you think about it, but this is like 12 acres to catch water on. And all that, you know, drains down into this river valley on that side somehow. And if you're tilling the land and you're making your furrows and you're not following the contours, all that soil is going to get pushed through, and you know, it's going to go down this river and then down into the ocean out there and nitrify it and kill the fish and make it harder for our ecosystem to evolve. Whereas, you know, like, I mean, I don't know, I mean, this here, this is, I think we should outlaw that type of farming and in-law this type of farming here, where you see how my land is terraced. I cut along with the slope there, so I followed with an A-frame, got the right slope, and then cut into it. And you see how I get the same effect. I get furrows. They're not necessarily as big, or you know, they're different type of farming, but it still can be highly mechanized. I used a tractor to do this. You know, it took me and Drew a couple minutes to level all this. Found the contour lines. That took a little while, but we could do it fast with lasers and all kinds of good stuff like that. You know, and I carved this into the contour. That area down there I didn't, so, you know, and that area still needs to be worked on. But this type of farming, you know, mulching with grass, growing a whole field of grass to feed one crop here, you know, growing a nitrogen fixing crop in this field here to feed this here, which is going to be my food crop, which is going to be the, you know, for the pigs here. And so thinking that way of growing stuff for your field and then your produce for your product, which then my product's this, which then I turn into pigs. But so I'm taking it one step further. But these guys up here, they're just raping that soil and turning it, you know, letting it erode into the ocean, stealing from the people of Hawaii. You know, when they leave, that land's going to be totaled. You know, it's not going to grow anything but weeds and grossness for years, because I mean, it's already dead, but they made it even worse. They put toxic chemicals in there, so life has a harder time to establish itself. And this farming type here, man, it's not even farming. It's rape. You know, you see the ginger field up there in the distance. It's all ginger. You know, that got all washed out. You know, and they're just exporting that to the mainland, making money, and leaving just the fields behind, just ravaged. You know, well. Anyway, I mean, just think about it when you go, what kind of farming do you want here? Life promoting biology, or I'll let you decide what to call this. Hey everybody, it's Drake, and I wanted to invite you to help me move this grass here onto this field behind me here that's been terraced out, and I could really use your help. So if you're available in the next few days, hit me up. Aloha. Sometimes the realities of a hungry farmer. Mother provides, look at this, eggs, oranges, everything you need to live right here.
Western! Yeah, Western! Western is awesome. Hey, Rainy, take that stick away. Yep. And after I said bye. Happy birthday to you. Wow! Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday, dear Zoe. Happy birthday to you. Bye! Bunny! Oh yeah! Turtle! Winston! And Travis. There. Stop boss. Hi!
Yeah, you guys can say something to him if you want.
Turtle! Turtle.
We miss you in the garden.
Bye. Winston's awesome! Yeah, also me. I'm Travis. This is lemongrass. This is Reggie. No! Wait, I want to try something. Birthday happy! Happy birthday. Birthday happy to me. What? Is this to you? What make it to the table. You know, this is actually still running. Winston! No!
You want to tell me about your bunny?
It's a girl, it's white, and its name is Winter, and it was bought at a pet store.
It's scared.
How long have you had Winter for?
11 months.
11 months.
Her birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Well, it's coming up then. Are you going to buy her anything?
Yeah.
Carrots.
Chocolate?
Carrots.
Chocolate carrots?
But if animals eat chocolate, they can die.
She ate your chocolate ice cream because you left it around and then she got sick.
Just a little bit. And we might get
Don't
another
scare.
bunny for her.
Really? Like a guy?
What? Wait, what? A baby what?
The water bunny.
I want to see.
It's dead.
Oh, well, let's see.
Where did you find it?
Hey Jake, is there more fishes?
Yeah, there's some fish in there.
Not boto, boto.
Not Boto. Soto. You caught Boto.
Boto.
And what is that?
Huh?
What is that?
I don't know. It's a fish, of course.
Oh yeah.
He's good. We should go. I might go fishing again, then bring some for this pond.
Some Boto over here.
Boto.
If we planted it right now.
Alright,
Fishy, fishy.
Go.
Yeah, no, let's bury it. And we kind of bury the sugar cane instead of straight up. Let's bury it at an angle, and that way it'll come out. And then yeah.
They'll help grow and cover the new hideout.
Yep.
And we have our
Exactly.
little fish
actually with us all the time.
So we should think about how we want to plant the things for the new hideout. So if we put maybe like a couple sugar canes on this edge, it'll make a nice wall so you can block, and maybe a couple sugar canes on that edge so you can block that way too, right? And then maybe plant some cassavas in here so we can make a nice little spot.
Oh, making a barrier?
Right? I mean, why not? Let's plant that way so we can have cool places to hide out. Yeah.
Now can we make it on top of spawn?
I don't know. I want to see your worms. Wait, let me make it go on the ground. Yep. Nice. How many do you think there are? Like 20?
I don't know.
Why is Miss Mary working all alone? Kids. These coffee trees donated by Planet Hawaii. It'll be nice and vibrant now. There's another one over there, right there. Another coffee tree right there. Nice looking coffees. Look at that rack of bananas right in downtown Hilo. So here's my idea for a community composting site. You pull off Kilauea Street here, pull into here, nice remodeled sidewalk, pull into here, hand off your compost bin to some people here who take it. They've already scanned you with your QR codes, it goes to your account. They hand you a dry bucket, continue driving, leave that way. Yep. The community compost center right here, downtown Hilo Farmers Market. Super underutilized space, could easily facilitate compost receiving here. Take it in the back. Could have a no-smell pig pen back there, and or just like a place to cache it until we can move it out and do a nice community compost right here. Eee. Ulano. Cops causing traffic jams. Meow. Look at this. We got some reverse action going on here. Over the curb. Yeah, buddy. Yee! This must be the work of Chico. Only he could take rubble and turn it into this beautiful oasis. Triple.